I tried going to the gym, didn't work. 1 month, no progress. I tried meditating. I just meditated for 1 minute and I had already lost my focus. I tried gratitude journaling. It doesn't work. My life is still shitty. Yeah, I tried making friends, Yeah, I tried talking to one guy and he wasn't really interested in being friends with me, so I'm someone who doesn't deserve to have friends, right? Imagine if you went to a job interview and they rejected you. You didn't have the skills in order to be qualified to the job, and you just said, "Yep, can't be bothered. I won't do any more job interviews for the rest of my life because clearly I'm not made for that." Everyone around you would call you a dumbass. Why? Why wouldn't they? You just rejected the opportunity to work for your entire life just because you failed one job interview. You see where I'm going with this? If the first experience that you have with something in every aspect of life is a negative one, it's normal to feel discouraged, but you can't give up. You're not allowed to. If you went to 100 job interviews and they all rejected you, maybe there is some problem, okay? Maybe you're not qualified enough. Maybe it's how you present yourself. Maybe it's you. But if you just went to one single job interview, they may have another guy that's slightly better than you, that got 1 point on his final test, and they're going to choose him. That's normal. But you can't just take for granted that you're gonna succeed the first time at everything, and that if that doesn't happen, then you're not made for that and you just gotta quit. You hear so many people talking about how meditation doesn't work. When you ask them for how much time they tried, they just reply with 1 day, 2 days, maybe a week, okay? They keep saying, yeah, I just lose my focus, man. I can't stay focused. Thoughts come up in my mind. I'm always surprised when the excuse is that thoughts come up to their mind. Because when you realize that you have thoughts in your mind, you're actually meditating. That is the actual step that your brain needs to make in order to make progress. Like, that is the whole point. And they just miss it, and they think that they're not made for it. It's okay. They're just ignorant in this topic. It's fine, but you can't quit because of that, man. You're just saying, yeah, I don't go to the gym because my muscle hurt the day after. Of course they do, dumbass. How else are you going to grow? In this video, I want to talk about how to see the good in the bad. Okay. Because many people just get discouraged at the first glimpse of failure, at the first wall that they hit. You can't rely on beginner's luck for skills that really give you a better life, because skills need to be improved over time. So if you just expect to go into the gym and just bench 100 kilograms the first day, you're gonna have some problems with that. If you expect to be so aware of your thoughts as if you were a monk that spent the last 30 years meditating, you're gonna have problems with that too. The good part in the bad experience, that is getting humbled because you ego lifted and you failed the 1,000-pounder squat, okay? Or you just thinking about random shit during your meditation sessions, or you just going one time at the gym instead of 6 in a week like you plan to, okay? This humbling experience that feel like negative one, they are parts of the game. If going to the gym was so easy, if getting strong, healthy and good looking was so easy, everyone would be strong, healthy and good looking, wouldn't they? Everyone would. So if you see just the bad aspect of the skills that you're trying to improve, and the bad aspect is that you're not good at them, that is a dumb thing to do, isn't it? You just need to improve. It's like a game. Everyone knows that toddlers, when they learn to walk, they are gonna fall so many times, but one time among the 1,000 that they try, they're gonna stay up and they're gonna walk. Nobody would ever even dream of saying to a toddler, hey, you can walk, just stay down. Not made for it. But why do people think they are not made to do something if they fail the first time, the first 2 times, the first 3 times? That's a really stupid thing to do. When you think about starting to learn something, starting to have a better life, starting to improve your life, don't just quit at the first wall that you hit, because that is going to be such a shame, such a disgrace, because you're going to think about that for the rest of your life. What if I just kept going to the gym? If you just start to go to the gym now, 10 years from now, you're gonna have one of the best physiques in the world. And I'm not joking, because not many people have the discipline to go to the gym consistently for 10 years in a row. You're gonna fuck up so many times. You're gonna miss so many days. You're gonna have so many bad workouts. But you are going to have good workouts. You're going to have good weeks. You're going to be disciplined. You're going to improve more and more and more up until that you don't even consider stopping, because progress just feels so good. One step that you can take in order to see the good in the bad is just acknowledging that time will do its thing. If you have enough consistency to get to a point where it has been 100 units of the thing, of the skills that you're trying to do, maybe 100 hours of MMA, 100 hours of gym time, 100 hours of meditation. That's a lot. 100 hours is a lot. You're going to be so good that you won't even think about quitting, because that wouldn't make sense, would it? Yeah, I'm jacked. I'm growing. My muscles are so big. I'm so strong and I'm so healthy. I'm just going to get so fat that I can't even walk. I'm just going to move around with one of those silly little electric cars that grandpa needs to use. Nobody thinks that. Nobody. Yeah, I'm so aware of my thoughts. I can really just decide every single thought that comes to my mind. I never get bullied inside my brain. I'm so happy. I'm just going to, I'm just going to not cure my trauma anymore. I'm just going to stop meditating so that I can sleep very well. I'm just going to get addicted to porn or to junk food or to gambling again. It doesn't make sense. If it wouldn't make sense to quit when you are good, when you're at a great place in the scale of how good you are at a skill, why would it make sense to quit at the start? Because you know that you are going to get good. So that is really such a dumb thing to do, such a lazy choice, because discipline in skills that you want to improve in your life, whether it's the gym, meditation, self-improvement in general, will always help you. So this is it, guys, and see you guys in the next one.